What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods Expert Mode. Oh yeah, guys, so last episode we ended up making our emerald bee so we could get our emerald fragments, and we need those emerald fragments to progress in Botanium. So we put the emerald bee in here, and it was not producing any emerald fragments, and I was kind of like scratching my head over it, and then I saw your guys' comment on the last video where for these bees to work, we need to have an ore block underneath the hive. Yeah, so I moved the emerald ore directly underneath the hive, and sure enough, it is starting to produce these emerald fragments. Now, I know in one version of Forestry, I think it was when Forestry 4 was released, the bees had to be in like their specific biome or whatever. They had to have the right temperature tolerances and humidity and all of this stuff in order to produce a secondary thing. And I was thinking I was going to have to add in, extra upgrades or whatever to try and make these bees happy, but no, it turns out that they're happy just the way they are right now. They just needed, that block right there. So that's pretty cool. So I noticed that after going through this for a while, we had enough to make 39 more drones. We only got 18 emerald fragments. I was like, wow, that's not making this stuff very fast, is it? So I kind of went around, I was looking at our different bees, and I went off to like the old master apiary data bank or whatever. Pretty much the fastest production bee that I know of that we can get right now is these cultivated drones, which we already have, which is awesome. So these have a trait on them of production speed fast. So I just ran a whole lot of these guys through our gene sampler. In fact, I ran so many through there, I had to start making more drones because I was afraid we were going to run out and not be able to get those bees back. So yeah, I have our bees out here doing their thing. Let's turn this off, the automated thing, and we'll get our princess back. I got a Rocky princess, and I just put in like 16 drones, turn this thing on. After about 3 or 4 breeds, it was getting the drones that were stacking back together again. So yeah, it was very quick to turn the Rocky drone into this cultivated one. But yeah, the cultivated bees have a production speed of fast. We put that in here, we can see that. Yeah, production fast, so that's pretty cool. The emerald bees, on the other hand, I believe they have a production speed of slower, which is not very good. Let's take one of these and take a look at it. Yeah, production slower. So we want to make this production faster. The lifespan long is another one we probably want to get off these bees eventually, but for right now, we're just going to take these and apply the new trait to them. So I added the speed fast that I got off our cultivated onto our genetic template. This is going to be our master template eventually. As we get better traits, we can just keep adding it on here, and every time we get a bee, we just stamp them with that. So we'll put the drone in there, we'll put the princess in there, which will make those completely different than these bees here that are currently stacking. Those will no longer stack together, so we need to remove them out of there. All right, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit, and it should be done. Okay, so there's our 2 new bees, so we can take a look at them, make sure everything's right. So production fast, and I think that's all we care about, right? I think that's it. Cool. All right, so now if we put these in here, we should see them making those emerald fragments just a little bit quicker than what they've been doing before. In fact, let's get rid of that. They'll also start making the crystal combs faster too, which is going to be super awesome. So let's put this guy in here. We'll speed up their production rate just a little bit. Yeah, very quickly we got ourselves an emerald fragment, which is awesome. So we should be seeing these things a little bit more often. So we're at 2 now, and 3. So we get about 1.5 per generation of the bee, like as it dies off. It seems like something around there. We can probably, well, we definitely can speed this up a little bit more by putting in the production rate upgrades into this slot. But again, that requires an apiary block per, and honestly, I don't know if I want to do that when we can just apply the faster trait, use the acceleration 1 and get these things as fast as we need right now. So that's pretty good the way it's going. We'll just leave those bees to do their thing. All right, so yeah, we have these other samples that I got off the cultivated bee that we don't need anymore. I never showed you guys this last time I talked about it, but we never saw it. So you can just put the gene samples back into like a furnace or whatever and get all that stuff off them, and then you can reuse them later. Species cultivated. Did I save one of those earlier? I can't remember. Yes. Okay, so if we ever run out of bees now, we have the species, so I can always take another bee, stamp it with that trait, and we can use that for like breeding or whatever. So I don't need this other sample. We'll run that through the furnace over here, like so. Cool. So these other bees that we have, the emerald, we can get rid of those. Cultivated, get rid of those. Don't care about those bees anymore. We're going to be getting new emerald bees here. These are the ones that are all going to have the fast attribute on them. Those are the ones we do care about. Okay, so I was kind of looking, the uses for the emerald fragment. We can make a mana pylon, or with a mana pylon, we can make a natura pylon. To make the mana pylon, though, we need to get ourselves royal jelly, which we don't have a lot of, the demon wheel crystal, which we do have a lot of, and a block of mana diamond. We're going to need 4 blocks of those. So yeah, blocks of diamond, put it to the mana pool. We can make those pretty easily. Let's go ahead and make those real quick. Mana diamond, we have a recipe for that. So if we wanted to make 36 of those, or I guess 35, since we already had one in the system, we can do that. And then that'll just happen over there. Yep, that's pretty cool. I like the auto crafting that we got going on. And eventually those get picked up. There we go. So mana diamonds, and then we take those and we can turn it into the block of mana diamond, right? Okay, so going back to this thing, we need the demon will crystal. We have plenty of those. In fact, let's put those blocks back in here so we can just tell the system to craft those later. And then we needed gold and the royal jelly. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have enough royal jelly. Okay. So the royal jelly, that was made from the imperial bees, I do believe. Let's go back in here and take a look. Yeah, the imperial. So we might want to take our current imperial and do the same kind of a thing and increase their production speed. Let's take a look at the current one that we have now. Oh no, the production of those are fast as well. Okay, so these are already going at the fast rate, same as our emeralds. So we can just go ahead and swap these bees out, I do believe, as long as it is daytime outside. And we can start producing more. Yeah, more of the royal jelly. So we are going to have to go outside and sleep again. Eventually, I would like to get the nocturnal trait off, and then we don't have to worry about that. And also the flyer or whatever, where they don't care about the rain. Those are things, like I said, I would do off camera. I just haven't done them yet. But for right now, we can just sleep through the night, and then these bees will start working and producing their stuff. So this is too hot. We can take those out. Now it's too cold. This bee is very picky. No flour. Anything else I can do for you, bee? Is there anything else you'd like? Let's grab dirt, and then I guess a poppy should work. Just one. The bee's going to be needy. We'll just give it only one. And we'll just place this here and there. Okay, so now the bee should be happy. Sky obstructed. Ah, so this one needs cave. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, so this might be... We don't have anything that's going to increase its productivity in here, right? So we could take this bee outside, back to what we were doing before. Not that, this one. Yep, I forgot. This bee needs the sky to work and all these different things. It's a picky bee. So we can put it out here. It should start producing the royal jelly just like this. We can just leave it do its thing out here for a little while and collect that. Oh, we do want to put the automation on. I would like to make the production upgrade, so we'll probably look at doing that so we can use our bees in the industrial apiaries and have them produce more product. Getting the flyer and the underground traits is another thing we should work on. Yeah, as you can see, it is not making that royal jelly very fast, is it? Like, we made one, and then it's gone through all these different cycles and has not made another. We will eventually see more, but yeah, that's going pretty slow. And it even has that fast trait on there too, which is kind of disappointing. I guess we could also put frames in here, which should increase the productivity. So maybe we should look at doing that. Can we do... We don't have any impregnated sticks. We could just do the regular one. Let's see, where's our frames here? We want these guys, untreated. Now these don't have a lot of durability, but they do increase the production rate. So we could see a significant increase in what the bees are doing with those in there. So let's see if we can get the royal jelly a little bit faster. Oh yeah, look at that. We're getting, oh, that's going way faster. Okay, but yeah, you can see it's eating the durability of these frames really fast. Okay, well, we can do that. The apiaries, I don't believe this is where you can pipe in the frames. I don't think you can do that. And I believe the best frames for this you can get from the bee villager, but you have to trade for emeralds and unlock them and this and that. We could do it. But yeah, I think we'll look at the production speed upgrade, this guy. So yeah, we are gonna need the royal jelly for this, and then we're gonna need the apiary block. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this. We've seen this process before. I just gotta make 8 of the upgrade frames and then get the bronze and the sugar, which is pretty easy. Let me go ahead and start working on that, and we'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, I don't remember if I ever showed you guys this, but I got kind of tired of going through our rubber trees before. These are the IC2 rubber wood, right? So normally when you grow a rubber tree, you get a chance of a spot on one log, right? So what I did is I took the cardboard box from Mechanism, I put it on the log, I put it over here, place it down, the shift right click it, and the spot stays in the same orientation that it was when you picked up the log. So I grew a whole lot of these trees and I put them over here so we can easily farm these spots. Before with MFR, you could put like a fruit picker nearby and it would go through and grab all the spots as they formed. I believe that's how I farmed up a whole lot of rubber in Infinity Evolved Expert, but I don't think I ever mentioned that I set this thing up here previously. Yeah, I think our rubber trees were right over here where our bee stuff is. Anyway, so we now have everything set for making the production upgrades, except we were running low on sugar. Our witch farm should still be going over here. Ooh, lag spike. Yeah, it looks like some things are still sticking on top of there and they aren't getting pulled in, which is fine. This isn't a 100% perfect mob farm. In fact, we could probably make it better using our mob grinder that we made previously. But anyway, that's not really important right now. We can go ahead and grab the sugar from our witches here. Yeah, they are producing a lot of it and it's been going to waste. But yeah, we can definitely grab those now. So we put the sugar in the system. We should be able to say production upgrade. And I want to make 8 of those. So in order to make those, it has to make 8 of our apiary blocks. And I just made a bunch of the impregnated casings. Well, I think I made 16 of those. And then some scented panelings here. So let's go ahead and craft those up. Oh, it's already done. I was going to look at what it's doing. Okay, so we have that. So now we can put these over here in our industrial apiary. And we can really start speeding up the production of stuff in here. So we were getting these emerald fragments pretty quickly before. Let's see how much faster we get them with all of those in there. So hopefully, oh, yeah, we're running out of power. These definitely increase the energy consumption, so we got to turn down the speed upgrades a bit. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to give this thing more power if this is going to be a thing that we're going to be doing here. But you can see that it's eating a lot of power trying to keep up with that. But we are getting those emerald fragments pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't know why we're having such problems with the power. The thing that I changed here is we have the dimensional transceiver on top, which should be providing power, right? Oh, actually, push? Or does that only work for items? Actually, you know, I think that's only on items. Let's go to the power tab. Yeah, so we have receive main power. Yeah, I don't know. So it is receiving. It should be sending the power in here, but it's just like it can't receive power fast enough. Maybe we need to have some kind of a vibrant capacitor bank with this on that, and then it'll be able to push the power faster. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I did have to disconnect the power cable down here that was keeping up with it a little bit better to put the emerald ore. Now it just seems like we're having power issues. So I don't know, maybe there's a limitation on these dimensional transceivers that I wasn't aware about that I can't. Oh, it does say max input output 40,000. Like, isn't that like twice what the conduit can do? Because the conduits, I think, only do 20,000. Let's take a look real quick. I didn't realize there was a max in out on this thing. Okay, so these do 20,000. This does 40,000. Well, maybe the difference is we were able to get it 60,000 RF per tick before, and now we can't do that. Anyway, we are getting the emerald fragments quite quickly, and we can apply this to pretty much any other bee once we get all the other traits on them that they want to work underground and so on and so forth. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So we can get this way faster now. Okay, so what we wanted to do was to get some more of the royal jelly, which I made enough for the scented panelings, but not enough for making those pylons. So I guess I need to go grab our imperial bees, take them outside, and get some more of the royal jelly. So once again, I will go ahead and make some more untreated frames here. Probably, is that the right one? This one, untreated frame? Yeah, we'll probably make 4 recipes, or I guess 4 apiaries full. We'll run it through just so we get a decent amount of that stuff. I'll go ahead and collect the royal jelly from these, and then we will continue on and hopefully start progressing into Botania a little bit. Alright guys, so I realized that we made 4 of these blocks of diamond earlier. I was thinking we were going to need 4 of these for the Guardian of Gaia fight that we're going to be doing a little bit later, because you do need 4 of the Gaia pylons, right? But in order to get to the Gaia pylon, we're also going to need diamond fragments, and then we're also going to need the Archmage Blood Orb, which is a tier 5 altar, which we can do now. I don't even remember, did we do that yet? Do we have an Archmage Blood Orb? We might not have done that over here in our blood magic stuff. Oh no, we did do that. It's just been a minute since we last really looked at that. So we have those. We were going to have to make extras of those to get to that point. But other than that, we are going to need 2 more of these mana pylons. So let's just start here at the beginning. Let's just make 4 of these real quick since we have all the things for that. So there's our mana pylons. You can use 2 of these in place of bookshelves if you wanted to do that. We're currently using magical wood as the stuff for our enchanting table, but I do believe 2 mana pylons will bring it up to a level 30 enchantment as well. So that's an alternative if you want to do that. Yeah, we need the mana pylons to be turned into the natura pylons, I do believe. So let's go ahead and do this. We need corrosive will cluster, which we have these crystals. So we need to do 2 of those recipes, and then we're going to need enough of the tartaric gem stuff. I don't know if our... Yeah, I took down all of the blood magic stuff over there. So we need... Oh my goodness, what was it again? This thing. The Hellfire Forge. Alright, so let's grab our Hellfire Forge and set it here. We will put in the corrosive will. Right, and then we need to provide it with the will to actually produce that, and that should make 2 of these things. Yep, so there's 1 and 2. So yeah, I got rid of pretty much all of our blood magic stuff, all those crystals and stuff. Like, we grew them, and they were just sitting there for a long time. I was like, I don't know if we really need that much more, and if we do need to make more of those crystals, we can easily do it just like this. So yeah, it won't be that big of a deal. So let's put those in here, then and there, and then we can make ourselves 2 of our natura pylons. What are we missing? We're missing Terra Steel nuggets. All right, so that should be enough. Okay, so there is 2 natura pylons. Now these things we needed in order to open up the elven portal for Botania. So we can come over here to where we set up this elven portal, feels like forever ago. And we can set these guys down right there. I do believe that's what we needed. I'll have to double check the Botania book to make sure. We need to get some mana into these mana pools. And then once that's done, we should be able to open this portal. So let's do 2 things here. First of all, let's sleep so we're not going to be disturbed by monsters spawning on the other side of that fence. We'll do that, and then we'll go down and grab, or I guess we can just come over here, and we'll grab the tablet things, these mana tablets. You can fill these full of mana. I think I made those originally so I could move the mana pool that was here downstairs, I think. I can't remember when I made those. Anyway, so let's put... I guess we can just throw it on any one of these, should be fine. It's kind of hard since kind of got to get them in there a little bit. Let's see, can we use our wand here? Wand of the Forest to switch this so it fills the tablet. Oh, it is set. I just didn't click, or I just didn't cue that on there correctly. There it goes. Okay, so that's going to be drawing mana from the mana pool, filling up its internal inventory, and these things are just going to do their thing here. Is this mana pool not set? Nope. Okay, so we gotta shift right click that mana pool. I wasn't sure if that was on the mana pool or if that was doing something else. All right, so that should be enough mana, I think. Let's grab that. Grab that. These mana pools have sparks on them, so what we can do, if we wanted to, is we can put sparks on these, and then we can use augments, a dominant augment, which will pull the mana from these 3 pools over here to keep these full. If we want to do that, that might be something we do later on. So we'll put that one there, and this one there. All right, so those guys are filling up. Cool. All right, so now I believe we shift right click on the portal, we can finally open that guy, which does eat a decent amount of mana when that fully comes online. I guess I wasn't looking at that close enough. It does eat a lot of mana when it first comes online, but as it's just open, it draws mana kind of slowly. But yeah, if it's one of those things you're only going to use like once a week, once every 2 weeks or something, it's probably better to turn it off than to leave it running. Anyway, so now that we have that thing going, we can now start doing some elven trades. Now, I know we needed elven trades for something, and I can't remember if it was for like the spark stuff. Let me take a look at the recipe. Ah, yeah, pixie dust. So if we wanted the dominant spark trait to put on those, we need pixie dust, which is a mana pearl thrown through the portal to get that. Or alternatively, we could get the recessive spark augments and put it on those 3 right here. And that'll push mana to any unmarked sparks if we set those up. And that might be the way we do it. I think that might be the better way. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make some mana pearls. I'll throw them. All right, let's do it together. Let's do it together because maybe there's people out there who've never seen the elven portal work. So let's do this. So mana pearl. We have... Yeah, let's grab 3 of them for now. Wait, I went to the wrong thing. We don't have a warp over to the Britannia. All right, so let's throw these through. Just like so, and that's it. Then just spits them back out. This is not a dimension. You cannot warp through it. You put items in, you get items out. That's all you can do with it. So now that we got the pixie dust, we can go ahead and make the recessive sparks. Yep, just need to get the runes going. Anyway, let me go ahead and start working on that, and we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, so we have the sparks now made. We need 2 more sparks, and then we made some of the recessive spark augments. So we'll check these out. Let's put the sparks on here. That's not really going to do anything for right now. But yeah, the sparks are on there even though you can't really see them. Kind of like how we have sparks on these mana pools, but you can't really see them because they're kind of inside our mana spreaders here. So what we need to do is get access to the sparks so we can place the augments on them. So what we need to do first of all is figure out which one of these mana spreaders is linked to which flower. So again, if you hover over the flower with your wand, you can kind of see it highlight over which mana spreader it is attached to. Each one of these flowers we do have attached to its own mana spreader, and we have a 4th one underneath pointed upwards to the bottom of the mana pool, for those of you who might not have seen that. So I believe it is this one. Okay, so this one is the top one, right? So we're gonna have to relink that here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, that was a little bit laggy. So we got our composite mana lens back off there. All right, so we got that. There's our spark. So as soon as we put the recessive augment on there, it's gonna start draining this mana pool and sending that mana over here, which is gonna kick this whole system on. Actually, let's just go ahead and remove all these. We'll do it all at the same time. Let me grab this guy. Okay, there's that. And finally, this one. I don't know if this one's too far away, if that won't be able to push it. I think it goes like 16 blocks, and that might be a little bit too far. I don't know. Let's try. So we put that on here. Oh, no, that sends it over. We'll put on this one, too. That took a minute, and then that one. Okay, so we can see these mana pools are now filling up. Yep, so those sparks over there are sending all their mana to these mana pools, keeping these full. So we never have to worry about filling these up again, which is awesome. But we might want to turn off the portal in the future just so we're not constantly making mana to keep that thing going and, you know, wasting our toast and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's how that works. That's pretty awesome. Now we can put our mana spreaders back on here, and we will have to relink these guys. Put this one right there. And this one right here. Okay, so again, I think it's the same flower in all of these. Yeah, so this flower is linked to that same spot. I don't even know, since it still knows about it, if I have to relink that. I think I just have to link this to here. I think that might be the only thing we have to do. Like that to here. And this one to there. Okay, so now all of those should be filling up just the same. Let's just take a look at this flower. It does say it's linked. It looks like it is sending mana somewhere, so I think we're fine. Okay, and this one should be the same. Yeah, alright, so all of those are now filling back up their mana pools. You can see I used a decent amount of mana out of those mana pools that were full before to fill up these mana pools over here. But yeah, so now we are all set, so that is great. Alright guys, so other things that we can do. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put these composite lenses back on here. You just right click those on those. We were probably wasting a little bit of mana while that was filling back up. Another thing we can do is we can put mana steel through the elven portal to start getting this elementum stuff. This stuff, elementium, I think that might be how you pronounce it, can make a few things. There's a lot of different items in Britannia that you can make. A lot of them are pretty unique, pretty functional. But the one thing that we are really concerned about is this extrapolated bucket. So this thing can be used to make rune of capacity, which I do believe increases the amount of blood that our altar can hold, our blood altar. So yeah, we definitely want that. So it's 1 bucket per block. I don't know exactly how many of these blocks we need, but I did make up a stack of mana steel, so we'll just go ahead and throw those in. Now it does take 2 mana steel to make 1, so we're only going to get half a stack of these things back. But yeah, that is definitely a thing we have just unlocked now, that we're able to make those mana pylons, which is great. Another thing we unlocked is the ability to make dreamwood. This stuff, this is used to make the next tier mana spreader. So we should be able to speed up our mana production quite significantly, going from the default mana spreaders over there to the dreamwood version. Now, unfortunately, the old ones, there's no upgrade to them. Actually, we have to use a little bit of this elementium to make this stuff too. There is no upgrade for these. Like, you make these and then you throw them away. Then you make the dreamwood version. But you can upgrade the dreamwood version to the Gaia mana spreader version. I'm not really sure how this all works. You might be able to link 2 of our flowers to one of these and maybe 3 of them to the next tier or something like that. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, we should be able to upgrade our mana spreaders to the next tier. And I think that is the correct amount of dreamwood that we need for that. Let me go to uses on that again, and then we will do this. So we need some kind of a petal. We can use the cyan ones. We have plenty of those. Okay, so we should be able to make just 1. No, we should be able to make enough of these mana spreaders, if I did that correctly. Yeah, 12 of those to replace all of the mana spreaders that we've already have outside. And then the elementum stuff, we can easily make that if we do mana steel. We have an auto craft for that now. I can tell the system to make, well, I don't know, how about another stack? We can make another half a stack of that stuff. So it's just iron turns into that, and that just happens downstairs in our automatic Britannia crafting thing. So yeah, we can make this all the time, which is super, super awesome. All right, I'll just grab those for now. So yeah, we want to be able to upgrade our mana spreaders. So I'm gonna have to go through and do that same process we did earlier, like play which one of this is linked to which one, swap them out, relink them, make sure that it's linked up properly and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, being able to do the bucket of capacity or whatever that's called. Let's go back again. Extrapolated bucket. I almost think, doesn't this thing turn into like an infinite water bucket if you fill it full of water? Or does this just pick up fluids? I honestly don't remember. It says in the Lexica Britannia if you take a look in there. So a lot of these items will probably have to do that. But yeah, I do believe we have the Dreadstone already. We have plenty of blank runes. We can make the Ender chest. They are a little expensive, but they are definitely things that we can make, and we've been able to make it. Imbued Slate's only a tier 3, and we can craft those up. So yeah, all of this is definitely doable now, which is awesome. But guys, we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. We got a lot of good stuff done. More bee stuff, a little bit of blood magic, and some Britannia. But yep, all things needed in order to progress through this mod pack. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.